Hey, Megan Ann here, and today I will be showing you a tutorial on how to get Charmander on your nails. For this project, these are the tools and colors I used. I like to use nail dotting tools because they have a variety of tips, which are great for different types of projects and uses. I also like to use toothpicks sometimes because they're really good at detail and they're disposable, so you don't feel too bad whenever you use something gross. For the nail polishes, I used Essie's Fear or Desire, Sinful Colors, Starfish, and Sinful Colors, Why Not. I also like to use acrylic paint, but you can also use white or black nail polish if you feel like. I just like to use it because it dries a little bit quicker than nail polish. Now let's get started. I like to start off with the eyes because that gives me a good idea of where the face and all the proportions are. So I like to start on the top third of the nail. And for Charmander, I decided to start with making a almost oval-like shape, but the top part of it, and without the bottom obviously rounded. Because he has the typical anime, tall, oval shaped eyes. Then I'll take a very slim, almost like needle point on my dotting pens, or this is actually a perfect case for toothpicks. And I like to give little slashes for the eyebrows. And then I like to go down and also do the nose in a similar shape but a little bit shorter. And then I just take a larger point on my dotting tool and I start on the mouth, giving him a nice smile. He has an interesting shaped mouth because it has since he's like a dinosaur, it has his upper lip sloops down a little bit. So I tried to get this, but it is pretty hard to capture, especially on something as small as a nail. But we want to give him a nice open mouth because that's usually the stereotypical Charmander look. And then we'll take a smaller dotting tool and start in on the highlights for the eyes. Taking obviously the white acrylic or your white nail polish, whichever works. Just make sure the black is dried completely because then it'll get all muddy and you don't want that. So here I realized after putting in the blue, which I'm doing right now, which is Why Not, by the way, guys. Sinful Colors, Why Not. I'm putting in the blue for the iris because you can do blue or green. It depends on what reference you're using. But for the reference I was using, he had blue eyes. And then I realized I may have drawn the white of his eyes a little bit too much because he does have fairly predominant black eyes whenever he's drawn. So I take up the highlights a little bit, still trying to retain a circular look. And then once the mouth is all dry, I like to go in with the Sinful Color Starfish because that's a really nice fleshy toned pink, and go in and fill in the mouth, making that black look like the outline of the mouth. If you don't want to do the big black mouth, you can also do the flesh color and then possibly outline it, but that can get a little messy. So that's why I like to do this whenever obviously the black is dried completely, because once again we do not want to muddy this nail polish. Now that everything's dry, we add the last part, which is the teeth. If you notice, Charmander has pretty small little pointy teeth. And so I like to take, once again, something about the size of the Q-tip, you know, pin tip, whatever you've got, because it is very fine detailed work. So I like to go in the corners of the mouth and put in as close to the teeth shape I can get, and then try and get the very tip and to do the bottom teeth, because those are even smaller and they're kind of needle shaped. That's the best way to describe them. Now we're all done, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe down below and let me know what you think, or if you have any suggestions in the comment section. Bye!